the Saint Kathleen, my mum. As the sun was rising at 6:15 a.m. on the 22nd day of December 2017, this fair beauty of the north and mother of 7 living children took her last breath. The laughing of her favorite bird, the kookaburra, was heralding in a new dawn to the sweet smell of gardenia and the passing of a saint who did no harm. With love and devotion, it would be her eldest at her side to the end, the rest busy, arranging her funeral whilst she was still fighting to live. With her hand on the chest of this saint, the eldest felt the warmth of her body, cool on the leaving of her soul. She never complained, this country-grown lass whose endurance equaled that of a Trojan even, when exploded by her own children. Born the eldest of 5, she carried her heavy burden lightly as she labored to maintain her parents' household, her father absent, working to provide for his growing family. Her mother was of aristocratic stock. At 18, this beautiful young lass married a man 16 years her senior who would become the love of her life. This blossoming young girl would bear 7 living children, 6 by the age of 26. The more the merrier, and trying for a football team would be the response to inquirers of these little ones. But life was difficult after World War II. Sharing someone else's home during winter, with her first 4 encased in a cold metal coal shed, a mere gray blanket over the sharp black coals, another over her children as she held them tightly to keep them warm and avoid the plummeting rain pouring through the holes in the rusted tin roof. The carrying of a dead unborn child to full term would set her apart. This strength of character would see her through many losses in her 94 years, her inner beauty masking her age. She would be taken for a 60-year-old. On the passing of her beloved husband, she visited the Holy Lands on a pilgrimage. She was vulnerable. For 24 years, she lived at the mercy of others, comforted only in the knowledge that her eldest would always be there, always at her side. On St. Patrick's Day, she would don her greens and attend an Irish pub where she would be treated as the princess that she was. She retained her mental capacity even in the presence of a frontal lobe tumor editing movie scripts. This beauty, which the Lord designated to be our mum, lay suffering at the hands of a government hospital in which the aged are scheduled for extermination. Having lost her ability to speak, this saint could not object, nor did she complain at being swindled by her youngest daughter out of her home entitlement, the address never revealed. She rarely smiled, yet 2 days before the seizure which led to her final hospitalization, asleep, her face was overcome with a smile as never before seen. Her battle now at an end, it is her eldest left with the burden. Had she done enough? Could she have done more? Should she have done better? Dissatisfied with the answers, it was she who would bear the loss of this saint who did no harm, this partner in crime and best friend, and upon whom the burden of deficiencies remain. But it was the failure of thy Holy Spirit to come to take the saint as it had her beloved, which haunted the eldest only now, accepting the aura's absence was due to the Holy Spirit already being within her wonderful mom, and it just needed to take her home.